I don't hear nothing, Jim.
You don't
All
hear
I heard was
anything.
applause. All I hear is applause.
All I heard was
You didn't hear the
applause.
theme song?
No,
Oh my
sir.
God! Come on. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Internet Dad Show. We have a theme song. It's not playing right now. I don't know why. It's playing in my ear, but it's not going out to the. It's not going out to the regular feed. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hey, did you catch that debate last night? This guy didn't. But I'm sure he has a story. Welcome, everybody. I'm JJ. That's Deacon. This is Dave, and we are your Internet Dads. We meet here Monday through Friday, unless my AC is out, in which case I have to go do that. Or what was it the day before that? There was something else the day before that. Anyway, we drink coffee and we read the news and we talk about what's going on in the world. My little girls are over here watching cartoons, so it'll be pretty family friendly, I think, this time. All right. Hey, good morning, guys. I haven't seen you in a couple days. We haven't talked in a couple days. Oh, wait, hold on.
My coffee pot worked.
Hold on just a second. Deke, what are you doing? You're not paying attention. Deke.
I'm sorry.
What is that, Deke? What are you doing?
I'm playing this new game, and I've got to the final boss of this new game. Can I just beat this final boss before we start talking? I've been playing this. So let me just get to the I'm going to hit the start button. Fight. Take that. Oh, he didn't even make it. Ow, baby. Oh no.
Oh, Raggedy Pisaki. Oh my God.
Get that out.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God.
Demons. Oh, Voting Dead.
Wow. Ball, baby.
Oh wow. You're doing good, Deke.
Ooh, I don't know what this is. Oh, illegal aliens. Space Force.
Oh, nice. Come on, man.
Oh no, I don't know how to counter this. I don't know how to counter this. Oh, good. Oh, good. I didn't know how to counter that.
Oh, Natalie pooed herself. Oh no.
Oh God, I don't know how to counter Pelosi either.
I guess you don't have to do anything.
God. Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. I got the perfect R1, R2. Take the short bus, baby. Oh my God.
Ouchie.
This was his bow.
Oh, he's got the
on Wuhan. Ow.
There's a lot of moves in this game, dude.
I think I almost got to take the vaccine. And wow, warp speed, your face. Okay, hang on.
Oh, stairs. Oh no, you can't beat stairs. Yeah.
All right, sweet. All right, thank you. I just needed to beat that boss this morning.
Supposed to finish your games before we start the show, Deke.
I'm sorry.
What happened to you starting it while we were doing the intro? I look over and it's still not moving.
I wasn't going to start it until you brought it up. You'll miss part of it.
Oh, all right. Hey, that was funny. That was funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you live under a rock, or no, it's not fair to live under a rock. If you somehow can't have seen the CNN presidential debate and the most important, and may I add, historic debate in our lifetimes, and historic because of this, there has never been a debate between a sitting president and a former president vying for the presidency. That's never happened before.
There's never been a debate between two guys this old.
And it's now 12 hours later, and I'm not sure there was a debate last night. There was more sort of a mauling, and but we'll get into all of that. So Dave had some very important life-saving stuff to do yesterday, so he wasn't able to watch the debate. But I must say, I was shocked when Deke texted me and was like, dude, are you watching this? And I was like, oh my God, Deke, you're watching the debate? Of course I'm watching the debate. My wife fell asleep watching the debate. She was so bored, but I got a text message from Deke and he was like, I don't know, there was some point in the debate and I was like, I can't believe Deke is up late watching this thing.
No, let me, you were right, JJ. Let me help you out on here. I can't believe Deke is watching this. Deacon was sitting in the floor and my daughter was sitting on the couch and she was pummeling me in a game of Uno. And I kept losing and losing and losing. And I was just trying to defend my manhood, my fatherhood, just to win a game, make her cry. Because she was sitting there going, "You're a loser." She's a bad player.
Losers and suckers.
Yeah. So we turned on, Ashley sent me a message and was like, the debate is on. I was like, oh my God, the debate is on. So I turned it over and watched the debate. And I was surprised. I was like, okay, it's on Rumble. Let me load up Rumble. And then I hit my little Roku button to turn, back to the main menu of Roku. And there it was at the bottom of the screen. Roku lived it or aired it live for free. Which I thought I was like, this is a widely available, debate as well. It was
all presidential debates should be.
Yeah, as all presidential debates should be free everywhere.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah,
but CNN tried to block everybody from airing this thing because CNN can't make any money. They've completely lost. They've lost the ability to make money and viewers.
And let me tell you,
they tried to block it everywhere. What happened with Rumble?
Well, my exact words when they ended the debate and Trump gave his final, his closing speech, and she was like, "And stay tuned for Anderson Cooper, blah blah blah." And I went, "Nope, and nope."
That's too bad. You missed a lot of scintillating commentary about.
I'm sure I did.
Between leftists and Democrats about like, oh my God, this was so bad. We have to replace Biden. There's so we have a lot. Okay, so
interesting. You said that, JJ.
Yeah. So, okay. So if you haven't seen the debate, I encourage you to go back and watch the debate. You can watch it on CNN's YouTube page. Maybe you can watch it on Rumble or whatever. CNN will probably DMCA strike it a bunch of places. Who knows? And you can, but you should go back and watch it. It's about an hour and a half. And oh boy, does some of the people on that debate make it seem like much longer than an hour and a half. So there's going to be points where you don't understand what is being said.
From both of them.
From both, yeah. Were they 100% accurate and truthful? Probably not. It's not required to be accurate or truthful.
We mean probably not.
So, so what I mean is you're going to see a lot of articles about Trump lied, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And, you're going to see that. Okay, so what? So what? That's not what it's about. Is the overall message of the things he says in the truthful and true direction? Probably so. Did Biden literally debunked hoaxes on the debate? Oh yeah, yes he did. Snopes, this very week, Snopes outright finally after 7 years admitted that the Fine People hoax was a hoax. It was never true. It was never communicated correctly. Donald Trump never said Nazis are fine people. That never happened. Joe Biden repeated that hoax last night. So Joe Biden repeated that and several other hoaxes last night. Anyway, okay. So the debate was basically Donald Trump beating up Joe Biden and Joe Biden barely being coherent. And it's not just because I'm on Team Trump that I'm saying that. We have quite a few commentary from quite a few people. So here, let me pull up a couple of short clips. Here's Luke Rudakowski posting this on Biden defends his border policies. Let's
wrote on what he said at the end of that sentence.
Hold on. Here. This is at the end of a border.
I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, I'm going to continue to move until we get
I mean, like that is an unbelievable way to handle Joe Biden. It's just like I don't know. I don't even know what he said. I don't know how to respond to that. I don't even know what he said.
The person in Trump's camp, if Trump didn't come up with this, the person
he came up with that on the spot. You can see it in his face.
Let me finish this. The person in Trump's camp, if he did not come up with this, the person that came up with this, that told him to do this, is a genius. Because what was one of the things that they made a big deal about? When your light is on, you can talk. When your light is off, your microphone is off. You can't talk, blah, blah, blah. And they did that to keep Trump from interrupting because that's what he does. But it backfired because Trump would do this. Whoever told him, well, you can't say anything, why don't you cock your head like a dog? Dude, he
Okay,
done it
let's
like
watch
a
it.
million times.
Watch him. You can
say
see
a
it
lot.
cross. As
Say a lot with
it
body
comes up,
movements. What is this?
as it
You say
comes
it best
as it
when
comes
you say
up to.
nothing at all.
I think you're on a delay, JJ. I think that's why.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking and everybody talking at the
I
same
think
time.
somebody's on a delay. I'm hearing
No, there's no
you're
delay.
not matching up.
Okay. Watch Trump's face. You can see it occur to him as he's right there. He's like, I'll just say this. Well, just
Total
watch.
ban on the total initiative
what are you saying?
relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think.
All right. So I got another clip here. This is after the debate. We had Joy Reid, among many others on CNN that were offering post-debate commentary. Here's what Joy Reid had to say.
I, too, was on the phone throughout much of the debate with Obama world people, with Democrats, with people who are political operatives, with campaign operatives. My phone really never stopped buzzing throughout. And the universal reaction was somewhere approaching panic. The people who were texting with me were very concerned about President Biden seeming extremely feeble, seeming extremely weak. I, too, was on the phone.
So the immediate reaction among some Democrats is, oh, no, what are we going to do? And here we got one more of these little clips here. We got hang on. Here we go. Honestly, don't know this guy's name. Maybe you guys, not off the top of my head, I recognize
right
him. I don't
now, as
remember
we
his name.
speak, there is a deep, a wide, and a very aggressive panic in the Democratic Party. It started minutes into the debate.
This is about 9 minutes after the debate ended.
And it continues right now. It involves party strategists. It involves elected officials. It involves fundraisers. And they're having conversations about the president's performance, which they think was dismal, which they think will hurt other people down the party in the ticket. And they're having conversations about what they should do about it. Some of those conversations include, should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside? Other of the conversations are about, should prominent Democrats go public with that call? Because they feel this debate was so terrible. They do say in moments in the debate later, the president got better and got his footing, but then at the end, even his closing statement was a little halting. The contrast between the two candidates right now as we...
Okay, so the immediate reaction, now maybe that message will change. Maybe Democrats will be like, oh, we can reposition this. But the immediate reaction, and this is on CNN, this isn't like on backroom. I mean, it is in backrooms too, but it's not like this is a hidden discussion. These are prominent media personalities that are like, oh, we got a problem. So, guys, what do you think? You think they'll replace Biden, or let it ride?
If you and I encourage our viewers to do this, if you will go back and watch our previous episodes, start about March and watch all of our previous episodes and like them all. But you will find me a couple of times postulating the crazy tinfoil hat idea to JJ that maybe they're going to introduce somebody new before the election.
One thing to keep in mind,
the
next debate is not until September.
That's true. You think he's going to get better between now and then?
No, I don't think so. But what that does is that puts their time crunch or timetable on a huge crunch, because you've got October, November. Really, it's the beginning of November.
Not only
so
that,
you got October.
sir, it's not even that. Some of the states have a 90-day minimum that the nominees must be certified before 90 days before the election, or they can't print their names on the ballot. So Democrats have to make a choice in the next month. Because you go November back to October, September, August. They have about a month to figure out what they're going to do, or they're riding with Biden because there's nothing they can't change.
I don't know how this part works, so maybe you can school me on it. But if you don't win the primary, can you still be on the ticket for a state?
The Democratic Party didn't have a primary. They didn't have a primary.
Like
they
every
just
state
filed
had
paperwork.
primaries, did they not?
They had primaries for other offices, but they held no primary for the presidential candidate.
But if you don't win, say the primaries in Texas, and let's say Biden didn't, or Biden won the primary in Texas, and let's say they're going to put up this other person who wasn't even on the ticket, can they do that if they weren't on the primary?
The primary informs the convention, but the convention is not obligated to select that candidate, right? They could. So in I think in some states there were primaries, right? Or there were.
Yeah, most states have a primary.
But there was no primary debate. So yes, Biden was on the primary ballots, but that informs the convention. The convention, it will be held in the next couple of months, and the convention will nominate and declare, and then that will be the official candidate that goes on that gets filed for paperwork. But there were no debates, there were no real contestants against Biden, and if the Democratic Party just replaces him, but the people didn't vote on it. So how are they going to be able to go around chanting democracy, democracy when they run a candidate they literally didn't vote for?
August 19th to the 22nd is the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, Illinois. So nothing squirrely ever happens in Chicago.
Never happens. Check this out. New York Times apparently ran a pre-written op-ed calling for Biden to drop out of the presidential race. The URL indicates the article was partially pre-written and uploaded. Look at this. New York Times, June 25th. The debate was last night, the 27th. This is 2 days before the debate, and they already had an
articles written ahead of time, though, so they could
probably post it but they posted it right after the debate as though it were a reaction, and but the article was pre-uploaded, not just pre-written. It was ready to go, ready to publish. So
it's a pre-action.
So it's not like it's just a reaction to the debate performance. Democrats know that Biden is a hollowed out candidate. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. It's pretty funny though. I mean, not great. Okay, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other stories like this that you can see where like Democrats chatter over Biden stepping aside and panic over the debate. That seems to be pretty much the universal reaction. But luckily, most people don't pay attention to things and they don't really know. And the average normie probably didn't make it all the way through the debate. So they saw a raspy, kind of near death Joe Biden on screen at the beginning, and that's probably what they walked away from the debate with.
Hey, Deke, could you clip that audio, that impersonation that he just did, and we can use it for something in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
The raspy.
Like that. The one thing you both know that I notice is like their facial movements and their eyes and stuff like that. And his eyes at one point near the end, he was like this, and he did not blink the whole time he was talking, because I pointed it out to Maggie. I was like, Maggie, he hasn't blinked yet. And she was like, nope. And he just sat there. I mean, right now I haven't blinked yet, but my eyes are starting to get a little, I can feel him. And he was doing this the whole time, and then you could tell when he was listening to his earpiece, because Trump would be talking and he would do this, or he would.
Oh, I think okay. So I didn't see an earpiece. I don't think anybody could if there was one. I'm not even saying there wasn't one.
You can't see him anymore.
But it's equally likely that he had an earpiece, or that he was concentrating on listening to Trump, because he has to concentrate so hard to get a sentence out of his mouth.
And also, I am one of those people that I used to get in trouble all the time because they'd be like, Andy, you're not paying attention. And I'm like, I'm listening to every word you're saying. Or what did I say? Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Just because I'm doodling or I'm not looking at you while you're talking, that means I'm listening intently to you.
Right.
I have to, if I'm not looking at you, I'm listening to every word you're saying. But if I'm looking at you, I'm probably daydreaming about 15 things.
It without crossing over into like, oh, he's got help in a team helping him through this territory. My reaction to that kind of stuff was like, that guy is struggling just to listen to the response and listen to Trump and listen to the questions so that he can formulate an answer. He's like, and whereas Trump was like, he would listen to the question, but he was like looking at the people. He'd look over at the Biden occasionally, and he seemed very engaged and with it and just waiting for his turn to talk. not like struggling to even comprehend the question he's being asked. So I guess this is the last thing. There's a thing called Predict It, which is a betting market. You can bet on all kinds of stuff.
Oh my God, you're kidding. Of course there is. Oh my God.
Yeah, look at this. Up until yesterday, there was 88% probability that Joe Biden would be the Democratic nominee. In last night, it dropped 20 cents. It dropped from over 80% to 60%. And Gavin Newsom went from 8 cents probability of being the Democratic nominee up to 23 cents. That is the reaction to the Biden performance last night. That the Democrats' confidence in Biden has a little bit collapsed. And Kamala Harris is less likely than Gavin Newsom, the sitting vice president of the United States.
So the guy in charge of California is the best choice now? Good God Almighty!
Yeah, that's the next Democratic star for sure.
I know a guy named Bubba Hunter that just lives down the road, drives a green Chevrolet. That he'd be a better choice than most of them.
Might be. All right. Well, you guys. Let's shift gears. Let's see. Let me throw away all these presidential stories. I saw this. Now, you guys remember a couple days ago, and I don't even know if we talked about it. Louisiana passed some law that there was going to be 10. No, we did talk about it. 10 commandments at schools, yeah. And there's a certain part of me that's like, I don't really want public schools teaching stuff about religion. But on the other hand, the 10 Commandments as part of part of a historical process in the evolution of America the 10 Commandments are cornerstone of common law and Western civilization. Absolutely. It becomes one of the foundations of our country. And, we can't have an America if there wasn't Christianity, because we wouldn't have had a common set of morals and ethics. And the 10 Commandments is part of that. So, I mean, I can excuse it, to be honest. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense historically. Well, now Oklahoma is also going to require schools to incorporate Bible and 10 Commandments in the curriculum. And to which I'm like, well, I don't know, man. But what's the plan here? I don't know.
So do you know how teachers teach math today and science?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want them teaching the Bible. I do not want to teach the
Very
Bible.
good point, Dave.
Not because I don't. I love the Bible. I just don't.
Wow.
My kids have been very fortunate with some great teachers. But I don't know if that's always the norm. And so I don't want somebody who's not qualified.
That is not always the norm.
When you have so many teachers how many teachers got fired this year for having OnlyFans accounts? We want you to teach the Bible.
That's a good point. Go ahead.
My children's music instructor has any adult can look at him and spend 10 minutes around him and see that he is burnt out. He's done. He's burnt out. He's like freaking Ron Livingston in Office Space. He's like Peter in Office Space. I do the bare minimum just to get by, just to not get fired. And that's what he does. And he has ruined countless number of children's interest in music. I have talked to people whose children have graduated college that were like, yeah, she hated him. She dropped out because of him. She got back into music through this or this. So yeah, they are out there. The gym teachers, like you said, the teachers that you've got, they are few and far between, and you need to appreciate those. I tell my history teacher all the time, he knows how much I freaking appreciated him.
I had the football coach as my earth science coach or teacher my freshman year of high school. And I remember we had a test and the question was what's an aqueous solution? And I was not a good student. I've said this before. I got it wrong. My friend, Erin, who's a flute player, she writes down, and she's like a super awesome hippie girl. She writes down an aqueous solution is a solution that is aqueous. And she got it right.
I don't even know what that means.
Is as worthless as my answer, but she has words on there.
It's creative, and it points out a creative mind. It's like I told Ashley, because she was listening, and I told her that answer you said you answered that day on that test, 1 + 1 = 3, and your answer, and I would have given you an A too. I would have been like, okay, this child needs to go over into this category now, and all these other kids go over here.
Not me.
I'm serious. You have a creative mind. That's a very creative answer.
Okay. So Oklahoma State Superintendent, I'm going to get back onto this story. Superintendent Ryan Walters announced on Thursday that calling the Bible an indispensable historical and cultural touchstone. So
I agree.
The superintendent,
but I also agree with Dave. You're going to get people phoning it in. Here, do this worksheet, and we'll move on to social studies next, where you do this worksheet, and then we'll go over to math and do.
Well, maybe that's enough. Maybe it is enough that that it is recognized as a historical document, and they don't go into depth into it. But you cannot. Okay, look, we have
philosophy on it.
We have, yeah, really. Like, I'm serious.
Right.
You might. Mike, hold on just a second. There's some nutsness happening. Oh my God. Stop farting. Don't get off. My wife is trying to sleep on the bed apparently now, and my kids are farting directly on her head.
I heard.
Let me guess which one started that.
Oh yeah. So maybe it's enough that the Bible is acknowledged as a valid historical document in public schools. Not that it's in depth, but it is given credence and validation, because we have more documents supporting the Bible that are historical than we have Shakespeare. Okay.
Yes.
So, it's not gobbledygook. It is real, valid, and historical. Whether or not you believe it's true is different. Okay, go ahead.
There's power in the scripture. Isaiah 55:11-ish. God's word comes forth from his mouth, goes forth, accomplishes his purposes, and will not come back void. I might have jumbled that verse up just a little bit. I think it's 55:11.
Right.
But so there is still power in God's word, regardless of
that's a good point. I like that point, because even if somebody's trying to undermine it, it'll get it's still true.
Right.
And it's true. I mean, it may reach one kid that's always wondered and asked questions and lived in a household that didn't, and he's afraid to ask questions or something, because I mean, the 99 the 99 sheep and the one lost sheep, the angels rejoice in heaven more for the one lost sheep than the 99 that follow along.
Qualified teachers is what I ask for.
I think this is I think I'm coming down on your side on this a little bit, Dave, and I think this is awesome, and I think this is great that we have a federal system where we have 50 different states, and Oklahoma can do one thing and Kentucky can do something else, and we can see what works.
That's what I was thinking when I initially read that story this morning. I thought, are we morphing into, how my brain creates a story? Are we morphing into an America where half of America is like a Christian America and teaches all this, and the other half does this? Are we going to have?
Or it could just be the cycle of history. Things come and things go, and they come back, and they come and they go, and the Bible has come and gone, and now it's back. So, hi.
Here. Good morning.
Hello, Jill.
Hello, Uncle.
This is my voice now. I talk like this all the time.
Oh.
Why you do not?
How are you?
Good.
Are you ready to go back to school?
Which one of you was leaving
flatulating
on top of Mon's head?
Okay.
You got your answer.
That's hilarious.
All right. Okay. That's
Dave got it. Look, Dave was ready to go. Look, Dave's got his little magic ball.
Like, sorry. I ruined it.
It's all good. It was right here. I was gonna turn around and grab it.
Okay, so that's all of the political stuff. Rumble. So you were able to watch this thing yesterday on Rumble, but I mean, I have stories that Rumble crashed. I tried to watch it first on Rumble, and I couldn't get Rumble to come up.
I started it, and then I realized, and that's when I hit the TV off from whatever we were watching, and then I saw it at the bottom of the home screen there when I hit the home, and I was like, well, I'm just going to watch it on the TV instead of my phone.
Okay. Oh, did it work on your TV?
it was completely synced out because I had already started it on Rumble and was watching it for like 30 seconds.
Badass.
And then I started on the phone and it was completely synced up too. I was like, oh, wow, that's even more astounding. It's completely synced up.
I'm done with politics. You can do whatever stories you want.
Okay, I got one here for you. I think this goes along with your this is not Boeing. We're not talking about people that actually make airlines. We're talking about the people that fly you different places. So this woman, hang on, let's go down and watch the first video here. These are short videos, but I'm going to show you this woman and her 16-month-old son. She was flying United. Here's the video.
My son and I are at United Airlines waiting for our flight from San Francisco to Austin, and the flight attendant has denied access to us because he said that I made a derogatory comment about one of the flight attendants because I didn't use the right pronoun. Now they are forbidding us to get on the plane. I am with my son. He is 25 pounds. I've been carrying him for about 30 minutes. They denied us boarding priority, and now they are about to deny us to board the plane. We'll see what happens.
So that was the first video. Here is the second one. This one's a minute long.
Okay, so we were denied boarding. Myself, my 16-month-old son, my mother. They took our luggage on the plane, which has my thyroid medication, which I'll be very sick without, my mother's medication. They basically said tough luck. And they won't tell me exactly what I said, but what happened, and I will tell you what happened right now. I was speaking to one of the flight attendants, got their pronouns wrong. The other flight attendant didn't like it. I said, I'm really sorry. I'm not very versed with pronouns. I was holding my son. He was having a temper tantrum. I had the car seat on my back. I wasn't really focusing on anything except getting my son's car seat on the flight and getting him comfortable and safe, and him, because now it's his nap time. You can see he's kind of fallen asleep. They're saying that it's a hate crime that I did, that I might not even be able to ever fly United. We don't even know how we're going to get back today. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what my rights are here. I think that it's okay. So we were.
Ooh, that last statement.
I don't know what my rights are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any rights?
And
do you
know
have any
what?
rights to fly in an airplane?
Let me. Yeah, that's true. Let me. I had to watch this video like at least 3 times before in the middle there, she's talking about, they won't tell me exactly what I said. Okay. Won't tell me exactly. Hang on. Let me go back and what she said. Said tough luck, and they won't tell me exactly what I said, but what happened is I will tell you what happened right now. I go to the flight attendants. I got their pronouns wrong. The other flight attendant didn't like it. I said, I'm sorry. Here's the problem. The first she's talking about the flight attendants as a group.
I
Delta.
think so, yeah.
This time when she uses they, she's talking about that specific flight attendant, but they is a plural word in the English language. It's plural. Right. You are singular.
Yeah, but they don't care about the rules of English language. They care about having power and lording it over people and making people comply with their mental illness.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I do think the argument is born biologically one sex, and thinking you're another sex gives you multiple. That's why you're they. You're not singular.
What was it? The one was, I saw a bathroom thing that had X chromosome, Y chromosome was on the door.
Transgender stuff's not real. It's fake. It's all mental illness and it's not real.
What was it? Did y'all read the Da Vinci Code?
Yeah.
Like way back in the day? I just, when you said that, like on the door, it flashed a line from the Da Vinci Code in my head where I remember Robert Langston's talking about symbols and why military symbols always point up. Like, so you got your private, I don't know what
chevrons.
The second
They're called chevrons.
Yeah, your chevrons. Yeah. But that point is a phallic symbol for lack, will be politically correct. And only guys got them. And that's what his argument was. More chevrons the bigger
Dude,
the bigger you are.
The
It was
That's not how
that
like,
scene. I don't know
rank
why that's
works.
open in there.
in
Don't care.
Greek,
That's what it says.
in Greek ruins, and I think they have even found some in what we call prehistoric artwork.
Oh yeah.
They have found phallic drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Listen,
in
as
Greek
long as
ru-
there has been something to write with, there has been guys drawing
First
dicks.
thing that guys draw, they're like, do, 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 do.
Oh,
I'm not even sorry about that. About 15 years ago, my wife was got a job working at a college in East Texas, and I'd go up into her office, and I was going. She did a job, and I lost my job, and so I was like, I'm gonna go back to school. So I went to school, and while I was on campus, I would go by her office and be like, hey, honey, da 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 da. And I went in her office, and like one of the first things I did was like she had a whiteboard in her office, and I drew a penis on her. Of course, I did that. And then I left it to see if she noticed. Oh, she noticed.
Yeah, she noticed.
yeah.
Anyway. So
No,
how
guys,
old is this? How old is this? How old is this cave painting of a ding dong?
I don't remember. I just remember there was. I think there was one. I'm not 100% on that one.
Yeah, it's
God,
like
it's hilarious.
7,000 years old or something. 8,000 years old.
Yeah.
All right.
But
What else you
so
guys wanna talk
guys,
about?
girls, you're born one way, you think you're the other. That gives you this multiplicity. It's a duality, if you will. So that's why it's they. At least that's what I was told in one of my.
It's mental illness. What else do you want to talk about? You guys
I
are
don't
not
know.
watching Acolyte, right? I haven't got to the 5th episode of the Acolyte.
No,
but you don't have Disney Plus, and you.
I've been
haven't
told
watched-
it's great by a friend that I dearly respect.
Great.
Great. He is loving it. He is absolutely loving it. And it's a he, right? And this is, I'm like, dude, he said, have you
All right.
watched it, or are you just reading the Kool-Aid? Like, fair. I probably won't watch it till it's all done,
it's not-
and then I
no,
probably
no,
won't
no.
watch it.
I am reading the Kool-Aid, but I am also using all of this knowledge that I have accumulated over the past 47 years of watching Star Wars and studying it. And I have made an educated decision that
Did you?
I am not going to watch this. I don't care to watch this.
Okay.
My feelings aren't going to be hurt. I'm not going to lose
Yeah.
any sleep. And
That's
I'm not going to wonder what happened in the Acolyte.
The great thing, the great power that you have as a fan, sir, as a fan of Star Wars, of whatever type of Star Wars you like, is the greatest power is that you get to decide what counts and what doesn't. It doesn't matter what Lucasfilm says. It doesn't matter what Disney says. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You'd be like, this counts. This doesn't. This does not count. I've already forgotten Solo.
In
and
my
Han.
Star Wars world, Luke Skywalker was chased by an assassin named Mara Jade. They fell in
Yes.
love.
Oh
They
yeah.
had babies. Han and Leia had 3. That's
Yeah.
my world.
Yeah,
These
I
scary-
live in the world where Mara Jade was a dangerous assassin, and then
Yes, that's my world.
oh my god, that was so
and
great.
these scary outside people from outside the galaxy with living starships and living
Yeah.
weapons come in and
Man.
attack. Geez, what a stupid story that would
Yeah,
be to make
It's
in
amazing.
movies.
You guys are so powerful.
Completely
Yeah,
ruined
this
Star Wars. Why didn't
show
you
is
just take
not
what
great.
was already there?
Yeah.
Did you
Well,
read?
because they want to do new stuff. You would defend that. You'd be like, oh, well, don't do the old stuff again. Do something new. Do something creative.
No, I want to see it on.
Agree.
Did you read? I don't remember which. I
You
don't
can't
remember
tell me,
which
though,
book
that I
it
know.
is. Where Chewie dies,
Oh
saving
yeah, I remember
Anakin
that.
Solo,
Yeah.
pushing him out of the. I think he was pushing him up. It was something was
Yeah.
exploding, and he was like he
It was
threw
like
him out.
on their plane or something. He threw him up on that ramp as the ship was lifting
Yes.
up or something like that.
Yes.
yeah, I remember
Man,
that.
I got goosebumps just remembering that. When I read that, I was like, "Oh my god!"
It makes no. I will say this. Given that so many longtime Star Wars fans loved Mara Jade, and so many dork girls dressed up as Mara Jade for so long, it makes no sense that power is the Force's female Kathleen Kennedy, did not bring Mara Jade to screen, because if America had seen a lightsaber wielding,
I was hoping she was going to show up in Ahsoka.
They would have fallen in love with her.
I did too, Dave.
I'm reading through Dark Force Rising right now, the second in the original Thrawn series, Heir to the Empire. I read it in high school, and I'm going back through it now.
I have it in the other room.
Now imagine the end of episode 6 that we had with the Ewok celebration and everything's gone. Now imagine movies 7, 8, and 9 being several years later, and Luke is trying to establish this school, and he's being hunted down by this damn assassin. And 3 movies later, they're marrying or in love.
Yes. Like he redeems her. Like
that's money.
And you can even write it. You can even write it where he redeems her, but you could also have it where she redeems him. Where he's fallen and struggling, and pulling her out of the darkness pulls him down a little bit. Oh my God! It could have been so good. Instead, we got that.
There is a in the Star Wars mythos, there are different Star Wars drugs,
Yeah.
And
the sticks.
Yeah, the sticks. What were the death sticks?
Death stick.
They don't have any. They don't have any death. There is a drug that I think I don't remember what it comes from. I think it comes from one of these. Anyway, it's a drug that blocks the Force.
Ypsilanti.
Oh, okay.
It's from the Ypsilanti things.
It was wasn't it like an organic thing though? Wasn't it like a mushroom? Or?
It's like
That's what I started saying. I thought it was like from an animal.
Yeah,
that was naturally. Yeah. I had a whole RPG Star Wars story that I had written up. I don't know if we ever played this part, but it was one of those manufacturing facilities that's manufacturing this Force drug for the Empire, and you stop it.
All right.
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched anything good.
I haven't either.
Well,
sorry,
I haven't seen episode 5 yet, but so far it's been intensely it's been
since
something.
This is a weird Friday. I did watch an interesting documentary the other day that I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Really?
It's on Hulu, and it's called 3 Identical Strangers. It's so freaking fascinating. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'll just tell you that this kid goes to college, this little community college in outskirts of New York, and all these people are calling him the wrong name. And this guy's like, dude, you got a twin. He's my best friend, and finds out that he has a twin and that they were both adopted, and they are twins. They're twin brothers that were put in 2 different homes. And so they kind of get a news story written on them and whatnot. And then a third one shows up. There were 3 identical twins that were.
Is this a documentary or it's a documentary?
It's a documentary. Everything said movie.
And I was like, I don't want to.
It's fantastic, dude. That's it. And if you're old like us, you may remember there's old clips of when they were on Donahue and stuff like that. And they were in, I think, Desperately Seeking Susan with that Madonna movie. She walks by all 3 of them, and they kind of glare at her, and because they show it in here, and I'm like, I recognize that scene from that movie.
Huh.
That's
I have Hulu, so
all right.
But it's not only just about them meeting each other. There are 5 freaking twists that you're like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm gonna see if I can watch this, because I watched Nefarious. You recommended Nefarious last week, and I watched it, and I must say it was very good.
Great, man.
You said that some people were complaining about it being overacted or overwritten or whatever. I thought it was great. I thought it was superb.
Fantastic.
We had a meeting yesterday, our ministerial association, and they're like, we need a movie to show Friday night for this block party, Christian themed movie. I'm like, I got one. I got voted down.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
There was a part early at the setup of the show. There was like a background audio of like a radio host or a TV announcer that was like, how come it's been 11 years that this guy's been put down already or whatever. And I was like, wow, they got somebody that really sounds like Glenn Beck. And then I get to the end of the movie and I'm like, oh my God, it's Glenn Beck.
He's the one that got the movie made because he read the book and he's like, this needs to happen. And
is there a book called The Nefarious Plot?
It's called A Nefarious Plot. He held the book up at the end. That's the actual book. There's 3 books in the series.
I might have to buy that book. Okay.
I didn't know there was a series. There's 3 books in the series.
I don't have to read the series. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for music, unless you guys have any other stories. And I have a song for you.
Hey.
Once you're done.
Okay. All right. Real quick before music, I wanted to mention this to you guys the other day because I know Dave, did you play Magic the Gathering?
I have not, but my cards are arriving today.
Oh, okay. JJ played back in the day like me. So
great of them.
Yeah, me too. I think I still got some. I was telling Ashley, she was like, "You still got some of those old Beta and Ice Age cards? They might be worth something." I downloaded the Magic the Gathering app. And I've downloaded it like 3 times, but I downloaded it because you can play against the bot all the time. I don't like playing against other people. I like playing against the bot. And so I really
the last thing, the last training exercise, I'm stuck.
Oh, I don't even know about that. But it's with all the new abilities that the cards do and stuff.
That one?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
You can play against the bot. You can get your own cards. You can use pre-made decks. I was using pre-made decks and I had this free money on Google and they had some deals. So I bought some deals and started buying because there's collections that you can buy. You can buy 20 different collections. And one of them is like the Lord of the Rings cards. The ones that I've been buying are the Forgotten Realms, Dungeons and Dragons ones.
That's where it all started. It all started from Forgotten Realms. It was all based. Everything was based in Forgotten Realms when it started.
Yeah.
I did know that part. Yeah,
I did not know.
And it's really interesting because it puts some new aspects to the game. There's dungeons you can go into that you get free stuff. It's really like little cards, and you just pick what you want.
Fallout series, Warhammer series, Doctor Who.
Yeah, I don't know if all those are on there yet, but it's really fun, JJ, for anybody that liked Magic the Gathering. Play that. It was really fun. I enjoy playing against the bot. I don't play against anybody else. I'll make new decks and try them out 4 or 5 times and see how they flow and take out cards like we used to. And I haven't spent any money. It's fun. So check that out.
All right, I'm signing up right now. And if it's okay, so I've played Magic the Gathering apps before. I played one on Xbox 360 and I played another one on a PC at one time. And I always thought like, it's Magic the Gathering, but it's not like it was a little tedious maybe, or I got tired of it. So I'm going to download this. We'll try it out. And then if it's good, maybe we'll have a little, can you do 1-on-1 or can you do 3-on-1?
You can do big parties.
Multiple?
Yeah. So if you try it out and you like it and whatnot, we can, I think we can directly, connect to each other and play each other. So I don't want to play strangers because sometimes I don't know what these cards are and I have to look and it might take me a little bit. And I don't want to, be that guy. So
I'll play the bot. I'm going to get
it. It's fun. Yeah.
I played a lot of Magic, but it's been 20 years.
Yeah, it's been 20. That's why I was telling Ashley. She's like, "What are you playing?" And I told her, I said, when Magic came out in the middle 90s, me and my buddies were the nerds that bought it, that immediately bought it. I had Alpha, Beta, Ice Age. I had a whole deck surrounding it, like the Ice Age, Icy Manipulator, Jester's Cap. My buddy had that deck and would kill, so I made an Icy Manipulator, Jester's Cap deck.
I played the Star Wars customizable card game. Or collectible card game. Did you remember that one?
I've never played that. No.
Yeah,
that's the one that I played. I still have all my cards from that. So if anybody who is interested in those, I'll sell you my entire thing so I can go buy some Magic cards now.
Put it on eBay. You can put that stuff on eBay and like for real make money.
Yeah, buddy.
You can sell them. You can sell those cards one at a time and probably make way more money.
Buddy did that with Magic cards. Bunch of old dual lands. He said I made like $2,000.
My brother once brought over like a bunch of like old stuff that he got from a shop that was closing, and they just got rid of this old inventory. There was like 4 or 5 decks of vampire something card game, and they were all sealed.
Masquerade,
and there was a couple others of those. I was like, well, after a year of it being in my closet, I was like, I'm gonna get rid of this. Let me see if I can sell it. So I put them up on the internet, and I paid like probably $50-$60, and I buy comic books.
That's awesome.
So, dude, sell that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Before you do song of the day, can I do you want to do yours, or you want to hear something you haven't heard before?
Let me do mine real quick.
Do yours.
So we're doing bluegrass this week. I didn't change the thing. Bluegrass this week is 2 different songs. If you go to our Discord server, you can check them out. The first song from yesterday is did you guys watch the Andy Griffith Show?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the Darling brothers that would come down from the mountain and play and whatnot? The boys that didn't say anything, and Briscoe Darling would talk. What's his name? I can't remember the actor now. He played Uncle Jesse in Dukes of Hazzard too.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, the Darling brothers that never said a word were a real band called the Dillards. And it's a real band, and they were really, really funny. One of the songs that they played on the show is called Dooley. And our song today, from yesterday, is Dooley. Dooley was a good old boy, lived up on a hill, with a 50-gallon still. Oh, I was going to play you this one, our song for the actual. Here, I'll play you Dooley.
Oh, okay.
I never
heard of Dooley.
I'll play you Dooley real quick. Let me share the screen. They played this on the Andy Griffith Show, one of the episodes.
Dooley was a good old man who lived below the mill. Dooley had 2 daughters and a 40-gallon still. One gal watched the boiler, the other watched the smell.
I like it.
Mama corked bottles when old Dooley fetched them out. Dooley, slipping up the holler. Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a smaller and I'll pay you back someday.
All right.
So there's your song.
That's today's song of the day.
That one's yesterday's song of the day. Today's song of the day is.
Hey, I knew it for the first note. I know
it. Yes.
This is Eric Weisberg and Steve Mandel, legends. And this is
the awfully pretty.
If you listen to this version,
at
the beginning here, the guitar player is the one. He's teaching the banjo. He's seeing if he can mimic him. You know, he's very confident in his playing, and the banjo is not. He's kind of, do I have? You know, and as they go through this intro, the banjo player gets more confident. And then finally and then you get to, well, hell, wherever it's at. Thought you was going to hit the yeehaw.
Man. It's on a different screen. I don't want to mess everything up. Turn my computer off. All right. So here's I got a song today, and it is brand new. It's from a band called 5 Times August. Do you know 5 Times August? You've heard of them?
Mm-mm.
It's also let's see, it got Pete Parada in it, which is and Pete Parada is now in the Defiance. We played the Defiance video a month or 2 ago, and Spin Doctor's Mark White is on bass. The song is called and the song is called Liars, Cheats, and Crooks. Check it out. Brand new. This dropped today. You guys can go buy this if you want to.
You want me scared, you want me weak, you want me brain dead and asleep. You want us trapped while you all laugh behind the
many notes of
You want
different
us
things.
sick, you think we're dumb. You want us blind and you want us drunk. You want us poor while you get more of everything. But you don't get to tell me what to think and what to do. No, you don't get to tell me what is true. 'Cause you're just liars, cheats and crooks. Change the rules and you burn the books. And so I don't believe a single word you say. You're all liars, fakes and cons. Want you out and we want you gone. So don't believe this time you'll get away.
All right, I'm gonna bring it down.
You want us
So
That's good.
I heard. I mean, I heard like melodies from like Jack Johnson in there, and I like
Jack,
this.
The only reason you're thinking that's because Jack Johnson uses the same freaking notes and everything that he plays.
That's what I think it was. I honestly thought it
It's
was the
nice.
same melody at the beginning. I was like, I swear I've heard this melody before.
And
I can listen to Jack Johnson all day.
Jack Johnson is one that I've told my son Alex, and I'm like, look, Alex will be in there playing, and I'm like, look, if you want to write a song that everyone is going to love and sing along to, strum on the upbeats. Instead,
Is that what it is?
every one of Jack Johnson's songs are like, chunk, 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 chunk.
Oh, was it upbeats? Were there upbeats in that I just played?
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Yeah.
instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, they're going and.
Is that what I heard? Is that why I like it
Yeah. Yeah.
in this song right here? Okay.
If a song has upbeats in it, for some reason, most humans, it makes them happy. It just you just
Well,
for some
if you're
reason.
if you're out there listening and you like to support artists that are not woke, or that are at least trying to tell something that's true, this is 5 times August, and this drops today. So go spend $1 or whatever music costs.
Let me give you a 30-year radio tip for any of you aspiring musicians out there that may be watching. If you want to try to have a hit song, write a song on the upbeats about how fun summer is, and give it a chorus that they can sing along to in a bar. And then that's a formula for a hit song right there, son.
For real. Yeah. And you might sing about girls or whatever, falling in love.
Girls,
People
summer,
love that stuff. Or
water.
Zays, Zims, I'm sure, like, with as popular as trans stuff is now, you just make some song about Zims and that'll be picked up by tons of people. That'll be very, very popular.
You're making a joke, but you're actually got a good point there. I mean,
Deke's writing.
that's a good one. Speaking of
Can we
jokes,
cash in on
JJ's
this?
telling jokes early.
Yeah, we are. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us this week. Sorry about the no show Thursday, but this show, this
I had a nice day off yesterday.
was streaming on Rumble. Oh, I didn't. It was super hot in my house. Turns out that the AC, if the drain pan is clogged, drain line is clogged, it will just turn everything off, and you can't even, like, your thermostat won't even tell you, like, hey, you got to blow the drain out. It's just like, just suffer.
That's a
my wife was literally like this. Oh, this is a real tough problem. I'm going to take the kids and we're going to leave and you're going to deal with this. That literally happened. She didn't come back until the AC was on.
And it was 72 in the house. I just got the AC on. I'm waiting for another hour.
Yeah.
I'm going to go unplug check my drain today when I get home. Thanks, JJ.
All right. Let's do jokes. Into the show. We always do a hilarious joke. Today the teacher was yelling at me for something I didn't do. Oh no, this is even worse than the
Okay, yeah.
scratch
Once
that.
you find a different one.
How about
Hey,
this?
Dave, how are you?
Why did the cookie complain about feeling sick?
I think you told this one not too long ago.
Because he was crumbly?
Because
What did you say?
Like crumbly?
Yeah, my wife said he felt crummy. Yeah.
Mhm.
This dad joke is
We
so
all said
bad
that.
that my wife guessed it.
We all guessed it.
Yeah, we all guessed it, JJ.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Here. Did you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, we
good.
heard that.
That's just
Yeah, we heard it. We heard it before it started.
I had a guy ask me the other day. We were sitting there talking about fitness and whatnot, and he said, "Do you do crunches?" You know, because he's a big fitness guy, and I don't really, you know, look at me. I don't do.
Yeah.
And he said, "Do you do crunches?" And I said, "If by crunches you mean the sound of a potato chip makes when you eat them, then yes, I do crunches." Yes.
So nice.
Thank you. That was not.
I was asked to come to a birthday party the other day, and they asked me to bring some liquor, and I don't really buy liquor, so I went to the liquor store, and I got carded, and as I was getting my wallet out, my old Blockbuster card fell out, and they said, "Oh, never mind."
Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Check out this intro that's not gonna skip.
Outro.
Politicians and talking heads lying left and right. You can help us bring facts into the light. Don't let your dog